In this video, we're going to go through news stories from a professional analysis basis. I'll share a lot of different rules. You'll find it really valuable. Let's run the numbers. In the latest crypto stories across the past 24 hours, Mt. Gox Bitcoin repayment, the day that never comes. In 2014, Mt. Gox was hacked for 850,000 Bitcoin. Mt. Gox actually managed 70% of the total circulating Bitcoin at that time. Not surprisingly, the owners of those Bitcoins have been trying to get them back since February 25th, 2014. Mt. Gox has done it again. It's postponed the repayment deadlines by 1 year from October 31st, 2023 to October 31st, 2024. There's a lot of speculation what the release of those Bitcoins from Mt. Gox will do, but you can be assured that some people will panic. Our job as professionals is to understand retail emotion and prepare for it ahead of time. Sky-high interest rates are exactly what the crypto market needs. In another article, Bitcoin slides to 26,500 amid surging US dollar. Record high rates are a nightmare for crypto firms. These two articles take exactly the same information and interpret them in opposite directions. Whilst there was panic in the US markets, and you can see the futures on the S&P 500, the Nasdaq, the Dow and the Russell have all come down. In the Asian session, the Nikkei, Japan's index, Australia's index and the Hang Seng, China's index have all rebounded. That's why we have the CTKS rule. Hear the news, but let the price reality guide you. Novogratz, Galaxy Digital seeks to grow in critically important European market. US crypto firm Galaxy Digital has appointed its first CEO for the European region. The European CEO is Leon Marshall. He'll grow Galaxy Digital from the London office. The British Prime Minister said last year that he wanted to make Britain a global hub for crypto asset technology. There's regulatory clarity in the EU and continued demand amongst European investors for institutional-grade products. Adoption is coming. Just as companies compete on the stock market, also countries compete over innovation. Republican presidential hopeful Vivek Ramaswamy criticizes the Securities Exchange Commission for its unclear stance on cryptocurrency regulation. His campaign plans to release a crypto policy framework in November. Crypto adoption is coming. Not just countries are adopting crypto, companies are adopting crypto. Microsoft plans to expand support for crypto wallets across the next generation of hardware products, documents suggest. One thing to be aware of, if Microsoft is doing it, Microsoft's competitors will do it as well. Who are those competitors? Apple, Google, Salesforce, Oracle, Broadcom, Cisco, and so many more. Understanding these knock-on effects are what professionals are all about. It's not just Galaxy Digital trying to get into the European space. Tether acquires a stake in Bitcoin miner Northern Data, hinting at AI collaboration, which is set to become the biggest independent AI player in Europe. AI and crypto are two incredible innovations. It's said that the stablecoin issuer of USDT, which is Tether, has spent $427 million on Northern Data. The Tether headline will excite a lot of investors and traders to look into artificial intelligence tokens in crypto. Here are the top ones from Binance. It's a good way to use a news story to identify a potential investor attractiveness group. When it comes to trading and investing, there's a right way to do it and a wrong way to do it. Ex-Alameda employee exposes firm's massive Bitcoin trading misstep. An ex-employee of Alameda Research has revealed that a trading blunder from the firm participated to an astonishing 87% plunge in Bitcoin's price on Binance US. Let's suppose you were looking at AI tokens and you said, oh, this WorldCoin looks interesting. It's the greatest gainer. Let's have a look at the chart. And then you did so. A lot of people buy at market. This is a crazy thing to do. Please do not buy at market. Price is always moving in a wave. Don't FOMO. If you desperately want to participate, you just check that particular one. Create a limit order and just check that one. The closest there is to price, or maybe even one under it or two under it. A lot of people, when they place a trade, they think the trade is going to explode away. We know the price is always moving in a wave. Say you bought up here WorldCoin at 154.8 and then it just dumped itself down to 1,466. You would probably sell, and then it came roaring back up to 161.7, and then you decided to buy in around this time and it dumped down to 1,544, and you'd probably sell. This is the problem with retail trading and investing. We need to do it differently. But I want to explain what happened with Alameda and how you can avoid doing what they did, which is a fat finger trade. The first thing that you do, you go to the TradingView tab. You want to see the chart in such a way that you can draw lines on it. It's good to have auto and log scale. You have log scale because you want to actually see what different percentages above and below price there are. If you have log off, that's all about equal dollar amounts, which is utterly meaningless inside the crypto market. It's pretty meaningless inside the stock market as well, but it doesn't stop people from using it. The next thing you want to do is to identify risk. If you go to prediction and measurement tools and select date and price range, you can start to draw out a bit of an idea or a bit of an understanding as to where price could go before it invalidates your proposition. For example, down here about 19.4% down. This would probably be one of the lowest levels of support, and I'm just doing an eye charting example here. I'm not marking it up with the CTKS method, which reveals WorldCoin structure. There are so many different ways to trade, but structure is the best one. But let's say we're just doing a quick and dirty trade and you wanted to buy just around the current price. The next thing to do is to go into trendline tools and pick a horizontal ray and just pop it around current price. Now we're going to have auto on and just use the center wheel to scroll in on this behavior. What have we done here? We've effectively pinned the price. Now let's say you want to move this around. Make sure Magnas is off, and just draw it down to a particular area where you feel comfortable entering the trade. If you want to do multiple levels, you can do it in a lot of different ways. You can duplicate or clone this particular object and just try to figure out where price could meaningfully come down to. Let's say just around here. And we're trying to keep it reasonably aligned with the current price. We can zoom in and get it perfect, but what I just want to show you is how to pick the price. Say you wanted to take this particular one. You just double click on it, go to coordinates, just copy this number. Copy is important, don't try to do it. And when it comes across to the particular buy order, of course you would be logged in. You just paste it in there. Select how much you want to actually buy and then press submit, and that order would be placed on this 155 just below. Binance has created a really interesting thing. This is just a new UI upgrade to show the percentage of buyers and sellers just in immediate price range. It's pretty cool. On October the 21st, 2021, Bitcoin's price dropped from $64,000 to $8,200 per Bitcoin on Binance US. That's an 87% reduction in price. It was caused by an Alameda employee mistakenly placing an erroneous order, describing it as a slip of a finger. Instead of selling Bitcoin at the current market price, which is an absolute no-no to do, professionals never sell at market. They sold it for pennies on the dollar. What did the Alameda staff member actually do? He did something like this. Instead of selling at $26,656, he sold at $26.65, something like that. You can see that you just simply can't do it if you drag the horizontal ray and you know what you're doing. Professionals don't sell in and out at one level. They would never do that. It's just insane. But every professional at some time was an amateur, and that's what is... Amateurs do that, unfortunately. I've done it myself. That's why I swear I would never do it again. This copying and pasting, especially if you're just really new to trading and investing, is an absolute game changer. If you're manually entering in what to sell and what to buy, you're making a huge mistake, and it will bite you one day, unequivocally. You will buy when you meant to sell, and you will sell when you meant to buy. But not only that, you'll do it at a completely crazy price that could blow your account entirely. There are so many examples of this happening all across the trading and investing space. Centralized exchanges have a lot to worry about when it comes to decentralized exchanges. PancakeSwap integrates Transact for fiat onboarding on multiple chains. PancakeSwap is now allowing users to purchase crypto with their debit cards, Google Pay, Apple Pay, and other methods. If we look at PancakeSwap just right now, we can see that PancakeSwap is coming down, and currently the buyers are in control. Reading depth charts is really important to be able to do. You can understand it quite easily. When you look at this depth chart, you can see there's a lot more volume inside the buys than the sells, even though the sells are marginally higher than the buys. Looking at the depth chart gives us a bit of an understanding where buy walls and sell walls exist. We can see around the $1 mark, PancakeSwap is quite well defended. That's just right at the moment. That can change in a heartbeat. Professionals always think in terms of percentages. The current last price is $1.50. We can see that $1 is 13.04% away. But if you bought 13.04% away at that $1 retail mark, that's a highly retail mark, as is $1.15. But if you bought at $1 and it just retraced to the price that it is right now, that's a 14.96% increase, not a 13% increase. What I've sought to do in this video is to give you a bit of a window into how professionals look at the news. Please let me know if it's been helpful. Or alternately, if you'd like me to just bolt through the news as I did previously. I look forward to your thoughts. Perperatum has very kindly offered a CTKS Partial Masterclass Scholarship. The link to this award nomination form is in the description of this video. If you pop across to www.cryptotechnicalanalysis.org and click on the Testimonials tab, there are literally hundreds of testimonials. More importantly, this is all about knowledge transfer from nearly 4 decades inside financial markets. And what you learn here can be applied to any market, the stock market, of course, crypto, commodities, everything. Have a great day or night ahead, my friends, and Kate and I look forward to catching up with you again tomorrow. Bye for now.